And we welcome you to the Quaker Arrow Show on this fine Tuesday evening. It's
Evening.
not Monday. It's Tuesday, Nick, not Monday. Sectionals wrapped up yesterday, and by the way, I'm your co-host Nick Green, and I'm also with my co-host Cap Ballett. But yeah,
So,
sectionals wrapped up. Sectionals wrapped up yesterday. Regionals are coming up. We will be going over sectional 12. I will be going over our sectional, Mooresville sectional. Then he will be going over Sullivan sectional, and then we will look at sectional 9 and 11, and then segment 2 of the show, we will be getting into regionals, where he's going to go over 1A and 2A. Me, I have 3A and 4A, and then on here I have the semi-state predictions, which he will do 1A, 2A. I will do 3A, 4A. But I'm going to postpone segment 3 to Sunday, as after as I don't know if I will be doing the live stream or not for the for the semi-state pairing show.
why
Now
not?
if I don't, then there will be a Quaker Arrow show. So, but yeah, and then this episode, segment 3, will be any like no bull sectional performances. Before we go over the sectionals, we both have the same announcement, and I'll just say it, guys. The Quaker Arrow Show is rebranding coming up this summer. Quentin Gill is now being added as a co-host, and the Quaker Arrow Show will be now the Quaker Night Arrow Show. It was going to be 7041 show, but to be honest, it actually sounds better with Quaker Night Arrow Show. Plus, I just already made a logo. All right, let's go over the sectionals. Sectional 12. Ooh, that was a doozy. Wednesday night, Decatur Central and Center Grove. Decatur Central lost to Center Grove 6-2. And to be honest, Decatur Central actually played really good that game. If DC would have actually played a lot better, I think they would have won that game. And then game 2 that night was Mooresville Franklin Central. Hey, Cooper Schmidt pitched one heck of a game, and hey, what happened? That was a big old dub, 2-0 win by Mooresville. Not Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Game 1. Not Plainfield. Mooresville, Center Grove. Mooresville lost that game 6-2 to Center Grove. Mooresville's offense could not get it going against Gannon Grant. And then that second game was Perry Meridian and Southport. That was actually a close game, but it was all Perry Meridian 4-2. Monday night sectional championship. That was last night, as a time at the time as at the time we are recording. Last night's sectional championship between these two teams were actually shocking. Like, I had Center Grove beating Perry Meridian by 20. What ended up happening was it was a Center Grove win only by one run. And the reason why they won is because Drake McClurg hit a 2-run home run. Like, and that was at the end. Like, if Perry would have actually hit better at the top of the sixth and get more runs, hey, I can tell you Perry Meridian would have won that game. Like, Perry would have won that game. All right, and now sectional 47.
Um, Section 47 was cinema, man. I mean, Sullivan won sectionals for the first time since 2015 at their rivals field, the Linton Stockton Miners. Game one for Sullivan, we played Bar Reeve. It was an 11 game inning. That was a 4 hour long ball game. Keep in mind, this was the last game of the night, so it was an 8 o'clock game. We didn't get home till midnight.
Yeah,
Then game two, which surprisingly was close, was us and North Knox, which the score was like what 7-3.
yeah,
And then sectional championship, we destroyed West Vigo 6-1.
yeah. And a huge shout out to Hunter Mason hitting a grand slam in that 7-4 win against North Knox. And of course, Jaden Norris owning Bar Eve, North Knox, and West Vigo. Sectional
I didn't
9.
play against West Vigo nor North Knox.
Yeah.
He didn't pitch
Sectional
at least, but he
yeah.
did play.
Yeah. Sectional 9 was a doozy. The Sectional 9 was crazy. Actually, let me go back to that sectional real quick, and I will, because I have that. Yeah, sectional 9 was at Richmond. Game 1, it was Pendleton Heights and Greenfield Central. Pendleton Heights beat Greenfield Central 3-0. In game 2 on that Wednesday, Mount Vernon beat Anderson 12-0.
Hmm.
Then that Saturday, Richmond beat Muncie Central 6-0 in game 1, and then in game 2, Pendleton Heights beat Mount Vernon 1-0. And then, into everybody's shock, the Richmond Red Devils have won a sectional in the big year of 2026. You heard me correct. Richmond won their sectional. I am honestly really shocked that they won their sectional. Sectional 11, Plainfield sectional. This was actually a decent sectional. This was at Ben Davis. Game 1, Avon beat Pike 7-4. And that was on Wednesday. Then last Saturday, game 1, Brownsburg wins in extra innings against Plainfield. And then Avon completely dismantles Ben Davis 12-2. And then in a long game, I think a 10-inning game, Avon comes out victorious in the sectional 11 championship against arch rivals Brownsburg. Well, folks, that was sectionals. Let's make it to regionals. We have some interesting regional pairings. Cap, let's start with you, class of 1A and 2A.
Hold on, let me find it real quick. 1A regionals. Basketball.
Hmm,
Take. Sorry, guys. It'll be a minute.
yeah. And while he's doing that, I just want to give a I just also want to give some more shout outs. Shout out to of course Cooper Schmidt throwing a great game against Franklin Central. Shout out to uh, Hudson Devon and Tyler Denny for making the North South All Star game in for baseball from Mooresville.
All right, I got him up now.
All right,
Jennings,
class
the
one A.
Jennings County Regional. This game is at Jennings County. It's Hauser and North Decatur, sectional 60 versus sectional 59. At Floyd Central, North Davies and West Washington for the winner of sectional 62 and winner of sectional 63. At Mitchell, Liberty Christian and Greenwood Christian Academy, section 57, section 58. At Jasper, Ruxter Field, Northeast DuBois and Shakamak, sectional 64 versus sectional 61. Carroll, Fort Wayne, Blackhawk Christian and Caston, 52 versus 50. Oak Hill, North Miami versus Monroe Central, 55 versus 56. Lafayette Jefferson at Loeb Stadium, Riverton Park and Rossville, 53 versus 54. Last but not least, Laporte, Couts versus South Central, 49 versus 51.
Okay, so now let okay, so now predict the 1A sectionals. I have Liberty Christian winning their sectional. Wait, no, not sectional, regional. Wait, hang on a second. No. No, actually I have Greenfield Christian winning their regional.
To be honest, I'm not real familiar with 1A.
Okay, then okay, then I will predict 1A. The 1A
You're probably
regional,
gonna have to predict all of them except 2A.
yeah. Okay, my predictions for the class of 1A regionals. Game one, and that is at Jennings County. I have Hauser beating North Decatur. In game two at Floyd Central, I have North Davies beating West Washington. At Mitchell, I have Greenwood Christian beating Liberty Christian. Then I have Shackmack beating Northeast Du Bois. Then I have Caston versus Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian. Then I have Monroe Central beating North Miami, Riverton Park beating Rossville, and then Counts beating South Central. I think we all know who's winning 1A this year. Counts will be winning 1A once again. Class of 2A, Cap.
All right, at Mooresville, we got Greencastle and University, 41 versus 42. At Mitchell, we have Salem and Evansville Mater Dei, 46 versus 48. At Plainfield, Heritage Christian and Hagerstown, 43 versus 44. At Jasper, Ruxerfield, your Sullivan Golden Arrows, Cap Ellet, taking on Brownstown Central, 47 versus 45. Lafayette Jefferson, Loeb Stadium, Lapel and Lafayette Central Catholic, 39 versus 37. At Northwood, Bremen versus Bluffton, 34 versus 36. At Kokomo Municipal Stadium, we got Eastbrook and Eastern, 40 versus 38. Last but not least, we have Logansport, Hebron versus Lakeland, sectional 33 versus sectional 35.
All right. Who do you think's going to win each game?
I'm going to take Sullivan over Brownstown Central. I'm not real familiar with the teams up north, but I'll take Greencastle or University. I'll take Mater Dei over Salem. Um, I'm probably gonna have to go with Hagerstown over Heritage Christian. Central Catholic over Lapel. That's about it that I can predict.
Yeah. One of the things I do just like disagree with you on, I have University beating Greencastle because University is a really good team.
Yeah, but so is Greencastle. That'll be a good game though.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch it at Mooresville because that's gonna be a really good game. Because because I'm going to that one and the Northview one, so I'll see Q. And then and now class of 3A, we have at Floyd Central sectional 30 versus sectional 29. We have Providence versus Batesville. Then at Mooresville, it's Gearin Catholic and Northview. That's sectional 25 versus sectional 27. Then in sectional 31 and sectional 32, those winners play at Bossy Field. It's Gibson Southern and Evansville Memorial. Then at Center Grove, it's Cathedral and Shelbyville. Then at Northwood, it's Northwood and Highland. And then at Elk Hill, it's Norwell and Delta. Then at Four Winds Field, it's New Prairie taking on Andrean, and then in Logansport, it's Western and DeKalb. That would be a good game. My predicted winners here in the class of 3A regionals. I have Batesville over Providence, Gearin Catholic over Northview, Gibson Southern over Evansville Memorial. I have an upset in this one. I have Shelbyville over Cathedral. I have I have Northwood over Highland. I have Delta over Norwell. I have Andrean over New Prairie, and then DeKalb over Western. Class of 4A. This is going to be a great one. Class of 4A at Bossy Field. Evansville Rights is a host. It's Jeffersonville and defending state runner-ups, Evansville North. Then at Center Grove, it's Center Grove and Richmond. Then at Jennings County, it's Columbus North and Bloomington South. Then at Plainfield, it's North Central taking on Avon. Then at Kokomo, the Kokomo Municipal Stadium, it's Zionsville and Lafayette Harrison. Then at Four Winds Field, it's Goshen taking on Lake Central. Then at Laporte, we have Penn taking on Valparaiso. Then at Carroll Fort Wayne, we have Fort Wayne Snyder taking on Huntington North. How about Huntington North beating Homestead in their sectional? My predicted winners of these games: Evansville North will beat Jeffersonville. Then I have Center Grove beating Richmond. Then I have Columbus North still going on the streak and beating Bloomington South. Then I have North Central over Avon. Then I have Lafayette Harrison over Zionsville. Lake Central will beat Goshen. Valparaiso will lose to Penn. I have Penn beating Valpo, and then I have Snyder beating Huntington North. Those are the regional predictions for 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. I think I think some of the teams to watch for uh, uh, some of the teams went later into the run of the state championship. Evansville North is one because they are a really good team. Bloomington South and or Columbus North could be a threat too. It is one of the underdogs. Then another underdog that no one is talking about in the South is North Central. North Central is actually putting on a quiet, really good season. And once again, I have them beating Avon. And then other teams to watch for: Lafayette Harrison. They got better as the season went on. Same as Zionsville, dude. Zionsville got better. I mean, Zionsville's also another threat up north. Lake Central, guys, Lake Central's back, and I don't know how to feel about it. 2 years ago in 2024, Lake Central Mooresville in the Class of 4A state championship. Last year, Lake Central really wasn't that good, and now, hey, this year they're back and they are strong.
No, I
And
actually
then
know a guy that's student teaching at Lake Central.
nice, and then of
Former,
course,
former ISU basketball manager. Want to give a massive shout out to the man, Damian Delgado, former ISU basketball manager.
mm-hmm. And then another team that I am interested in is Huntington North. That will conclude all the regional stuff. Before we get off of here, I just do want to also announce this is not an announcement from us. This is a coaching change. The Zionsville Eagles, boys basketball team, the Zionsville Eagles, have hired former Plainfield head coach Andy Weaver as their next head coach. Honestly, I don't know what to feel about that. Cap, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, Andy Weaver is a good coach. I think it's a good move for the Zionsville Eagles. I mean, Zionsville's been all right for a couple years, but I think
Mm-hmm.
Zionsville will put up a really good fight next year.
Yeah. So Zionsville's defense has always been good, and I think with the great mind of Andy Weaver joining that program, I think Zionsville's gonna be actually kind of good next year. They might be number
I
two,
hope
like
they should be.
yeah. Zionsville should be number two, like in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. Number two, because hey, guess what? Fishers is still gonna be really good next year.
Yeah, I
In back
bet that.
so
Even though they won't have Cooper Zachary, or is he or is he going to become a senior?
he's gonna be a senior. So 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 they're still gonna have Cooper Zachary and Jason Gardner Jr. Uh I have Fishers coming out of the North next year. Uh,
Me too.
but yeah. Well, folks, that will do it for today's episode of the Quaker Arrow Show. I'm your uh we are your co-hosts, Nick Thunder Green from Mooresville
And
And
Zach Capel from Sullivan.
yes, sir. And now, folks, we will see you potentially this weekend.